the definition of real rapping. And I ain't talking about the booth, I mean the brown package. Cause you're off with the man that's full of burning rage. I'll make the younger be the star, no burning K. You get rolled on.
Yo, it's your boy HUN Tizzy and we're back again. This is the Golden Era UK Rap Podcast, yeah? And where are we? Episode 6 or something? Yeah. Can I get a round of applause for that one? Yeah, feel the energy, you get me? And like I say every time you see me, it's getting a bit repetitive, but I have to say it as the reason behind why we're doing this podcast, yeah? Keep it short and simple. 2004, Channel U, yeah? 2005, YouTube. 2004, Hunt started rapping. And a lot of other people. So I thought, let me put this podcast together and start drawing for them people from the old school that was laying the foundational bricks for all of the shit that's happening now. You get me?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, fam. So, like and subscribe. Send the videos out into the algorithms and all them things, yeah? Big up GCP, No Invite, and Consume London, yeah? So, yeah. We've got all of that good stuff out of the way. So I'm just going to get to the good part of the show, you know? Like, and yeah, cuz just introduce yourself, fam.
Boy, big up for having me first and foremost. Of course. Logical, People's Army, Brixton, hip hop. Boy, in a nutshell, that's in a nutshell still.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright, cuz that's cold. But you know what, yeah? Normally when I bring the people on, I'll like let them introduce themselves, break it down a bit. But what we really want to know is the meaning behind your name. Because there's probably people, even though to me, I've already made my own assumption. And that's what I do with most people when I hear their name. After hearing them rap, I know why their name's Killer. You know them ones, I know why your name's this. So, but there's might be another reason. But still, let them know.
You know what it is? For me, the name came from, cause I started off as a producer, and I started off engineering. For the man them, and etc. And I just went by my government name. Straight. Whenever I did rap, you get me? I didn't really rap too much, but when I did rap, I just had my government name on it. And then man started saying to me, what you say is kind of, it's like sensible, innit?
Yeah.
So I ran with the term simple logic. It's simple, it's logical.
It's logical, yeah, of course.
And then obviously the program Logic popped up.
You see?
And then 2 and 2 came together and boom, bam, Logic's born.
That's what I'm saying, cuz.
It wasn't really something I thought up, like, wow, let me think of a crazy name.
But you gave yourself the name? Like, or
people
was kind of
given
like...
to me, and I kind of just adopted it, you know the way that
Yeah.
said it, and I said, right, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because like hearing a name like that, it will make you think, what's this guy about? Do you know what I'm saying? But like, after hearing... maybe 116 or something, or you know them ones, 1 or 2 tracks, you'll know, well, yes, obviously his name's not going to be Logic and he's talking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's about...
hopefully not.
You know what I'm saying? Reasonable thinking and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of gathered from you. But like, yeah, cuz, so what? When would you say you started?
When did I start making music?
Yeah, because this is always the case. It's always, whenever I say to someone, when did you start? You know what they say? I started in 1999, and I think, cuz that's not when the rap thing was, but because people always start off in a jungle, garage, grind. They started off in something else, and there was MC this, we take it back from there.
I know it should be common knowledge, but a lot of people don't know that Logic was part of PDC.
Well, we was going to get to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to take it. He said People's Army. That's what he said when he introduced himself, innit? Yeah. But I want to take him back to before that.
Yeah, of course. Cause obviously, PDC is not really. It's not a functioning rap group no more, innit? We're still there, obviously, and we got the studio and boom, bam.
Cemented though, man.
Doing this thing, of course. But as for my flag, I'm flying right now, and I've always flown is the People's Army, and that's something I started along with a few other like-minded individuals when I started to start my journey. When I left the ends and I started to go out and see, there's man out here that spit different. You know what I mean?
So when was so your first what music was you doing first when you first started, and what year was this?
when I first started doing music, making music was hip hop. I never started with the garage thing. I might have wrote 2 garage bars when I was young or something, but I never thought of myself as a garage MC. You get me? But when I first started making music was hip hop by, what is it?
What year?
Early 2000s, easy. But it'll be before that. I would have first got the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, and the infamous Mob. That's what planted the seed. And then it kind of grew from there. You get me? But I think Dex Lab, that was my studio.
Ah, you see. See, I'm saying, I remember. This was like in the DVD days.
Yeah.
That was like a, you know, like what's his
my bedroom was in beer DVDs. You see my rascal.
That's what I'm saying.
The curtains.
Yeah.
The curtains are kind of famous still.
That's what I'm saying. See, like back in the days, you used to hear like Jammer. I had the Dungeon.
Yeah.
I remember from the DVD world knowing about the Lab.
Yeah, the Lab was kind of done. I think.
Like I remember hearing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was my nan's yard, so it wasn't a dungeon. But you know.
Nah. Jammers. That's what they
Even
call
Jammers in his family yard as well.
Yeah, but it's in the
that's where it
basement.
starts.
Yeah,
That's where it starts, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like that's where most of the stuff starts. You know what I'm saying?
I give thanks, cause my nan let a lot of things happen that a lot of parents would up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got
Like she
Kicked
let a lot
out,
of
fam.
man through her doors where.
some you know
what I'm
some
saying?
parents like they would think you know what, keep him inside. You know them ones and let him do the things he wants to do. Do it inside. You know them ones like so your brethren can come around and all them things.
Basically, it was that kind
It was
of.
that kind of steeds and that, innit? So what, that's where you created. That's what in that studio. What was going on? PDC stuff.
Everything, fam. That
Just
studio,
music.
Yeah, it was before. You know what it was? I started it with bikes. Yeah.
Mics.
Well, I started it with Fields Affiliated. That was my corner of Brixton, Mitesfield. Yeah.
Okay.
Stinks is from Mitesfield.
Okay. OC and that.
Yeah. Oh, this is before OC.
Before OC.
Yeah, before OC.
Ah.
It was Fields Affiliated. You know what I'm saying? And then Stinks went away. He came back, started OC, but that's another story. But yeah, I started Fields Affiliated in my yard, and then I linked with biker from Angeltown.
Okay.
But I known him from young. From when he was a little young buck. He used to come around keeping up his fuckery, but he was like 9 and them, you know what I'm saying, he was a little bit on his bike. That's how he kind of got his name more time.
Okay.
And then we started a thing called True Life Entertainment. Me, biker, Blacks, Blackanova, and Quinny Quins, my brother Quins.
Yeah.
We started a thing together, and that was before Judge and Inch were in jail these times. And then, but it was all talk like, oh, when you land road, boom, bam, boom, bam. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really flying the PDC flag them times there, to tell you the truth, you get me? But when Judge and that come home, it all kicked off in it to where everyone got a bit more serious about the music.
Yeah.
We all started to link more like the Fields, Town, Stockwell. Everyone started to become more one unit.
More
and just
one
say
unit, yeah.
PDC is one flag in it, rather
Yeah.
than all of us flying our own flags. It's better we just fly one, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how kind of it started on that end. Still waiting for Judge and Inch to come land road. And when they landed, that's when PDC era started, you know, when the videos come out.
Yeah, all them videos and DVDs and stuff and that. innit?
Yeah, but that studio there is foundation, man.
I remember back in the days, one of my brethren moved round to Brixton, but when we went to check him, it's like he didn't even let me know he lived in Angeltown, fam. Man didn't know, so man's walking down this road just like as normal, and then you see some car park, some underground, hidden, dark car park, fam. Like
That was before gentrification.
it just looks like madness goes on in there, fam. Like you don't want to park your car in there. And we went to the shops, and it was like all the shops was covered up.
Yeah, ordered.
Like they had what's it called, you know, like glass.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
couldn't actually pick up chocolate. You had to ask the man, and then he would get it. And I say, rotted, what goes on around? You know, them ones like, nah, it's a bit more.
Yeah, there was a time.
more
When,
gutter
there
around
was a
there.
time when Angeltown was really like a no-go zone, I think, for a lot of people still. But you still go there, you know what I mean? And just
From your cool,
time.
innit?
Yeah, take time.
Take your time and just identify yourself, kind of things, innit? Where my brethren just moved there, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, man. So, cuz, yeah, you said like the Wu-Tang and that, yeah, but like that can't have been your only influences.
Well, that was my beginning.
Beginning.
Like, Big Tim, my brother from out the back, he used to live out the back. He was the hip hop head, innit? You understand? Baggy clothes and like he was that hip hop man, innit? You know, you always got a hip hop man in the ends who does the over hip hop stuff. We used to wear one AV and then I washed jeans in it. But them man, they were just straight
The whole thing.
over baggy Timbos and
Yeah,
he was that
Tim's,
juice.
yeah,
He was Americanized. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So he showed me from early, like, boom.
Open
couple
Tims and
things.
all them things.
Yeah,
there,
you
fam.
know them thing there. So yeah, Big Tim showed me Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, and that just started the seed, innit? I was Queens, innit? From growing up, it was just Queens I was listening to, innit? Nas,
Yeah.
Cormega, Tragedy,
Yeah.
Duffy,
Yeah,
CNN.
yeah. I had my run with them as well.
Yeah, I was just stuck in that zone still. But yeah, man, that's who raised me still.
Yeah, cuz. Wow, that's crazy, fam. So what, cuz, you know what, yeah? I want to give them something in the, put a link in the description. You know them ones?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, what would you say, you know, like one of your early, give us like a video, one of your early footage. You know them ones, something, a video to put in.
Early footage.
Yeah, something for me to find.
Boy, the PDC Fallen Soldiers is probably my first video.
Yeah.
So you might want to
What's
show
that
them
one?
some
That was
stuff.
Channel U in it as well.
That was on channel.
That's that one, innit?
Fallen Soldiers, yeah.
Innit? Yeah.
But that was
I
probably
remember
my
that one. There.
First visual.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a link to the
I
description.
sounded
in
shy
that
on
one.
it still. I was a bit shy
Okay.
when I
well.
recorded that one still, but yeah.
How old is you?
I was young now, what, 20, what, I must have been 20, 22,
22.
It's
Yeah.
22, 21, something so.
Yeah.
That was on a black CD, innit?
The black one, yeah.
Innit? Like, I swear
double CD.
everyone just did a CD cover, yeah, and it was black.
Yeah, SMS done a
as
black
well,
one
yeah.
as well still.
And the same kind of writing as
Yeah,
well.
same kind of right.
Yeah, the same font. It was, we don't scroll too far down the list.
Yeah,
You know the way there. Times New Roman.
Man's making the videos themselves, innit? Man's making the cover themselves, innit?
Yeah,
So it's
same.
just like, yeah, it is what it is.
Quick thing. Yeah, it's done, innit? It's done. We done it, innit? Man can't tell us that. It's done, innit? Fuck the fun.
Yeah.
So, cuz, then, yeah. So what you got mixtapes, innit?
No, it is, yeah. The term mixtape, I don't know, fam. What do you mean mixtape? Did I
Like-
record over American beats?
Well, I think we all did that. But,
Yeah,
like,
I did
did
that,
you
but
put
I
out,
didn't put it
like,
out.
any, you didn't put them out?
Nah,
I say
that's-
mixtapes is the era.
Yeah, I think mixtapes is an era, and I think
Yeah.
I didn't really get into the mixtape era. I was making albums.
Yeah.
When I was still making
Yeah.
when I was making mixtapes, not still making mixtapes like I'm trying to patronize man or something.
Yeah.
But when people were making mixtapes, I weren't even putting nothing out to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I just jumped straight into the album, EPs, album, EPs, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah, because, like, what, is there any of them out where the people can...
My
probably-
albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, bearing them. There's one here from.
Okay.
That's the latest thing. I Am King.
I Am
It's out on
King.
Spotify and all them thing there. But yeah, I
Yeah,
got
that one.
albums going back to, I
Okay.
think my first release was 2005.
What
So
was
did
that?
you- Did you ever spit on American beats?
Gabalanzi. Did I ever spit on American
Yeah.
beats?
Did you ever do that little vibe where you just spitting on American beats?
You know what it is? When Phil's affiliated, we used to release mixtapes, innit?
Yeah. So
Like,
that's
among the ends
yeah,
and that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
big cakes.
Nothing was a release officially. But yeah, them days we used to hit all them.
Yeah.
Any beats man could get.
Any beats.
Oh,
Yeah. Instrumental CDs them days.
Yeah,
It wasn't even
straight.
online.
Yeah. Anyone who got a 16, just jump on it.
Just
Don't
jump
matter
on
what
it
you're
and that,
talking
innit?
about, you just jump on it.
Okay. So what made you, you said you started People's Army. Why did you start People's Army?
People's Army started
You started it, right, innit? I've been told this.
alongside lowkey. Me and myself.
Yeah, I've been told this by Kate.
Well, I wouldn't even say we started it. Obviously, Dead Prez started it, and we kind of adopted the concept.
The concept of
You
it,
know what I'm
okay.
saying? But now we started off with a movement called NWO. Me and Lowkey, we done an album called New World Order. But it was like people used to hear New World Order and they were a bit, whoa, you know what I'm saying?
Opposite to what you're getting.
Yeah, they didn't understand that we meant like we need our own new world. You know what I'm saying? Bro?
Like
It was a
an
bit of a,
NWA kind of thing,
you know
innit?
what it is with anything you're
But
promoting,
they were
yeah?
kind of they were putting on them what they was going against basically.
Yeah, but with anything you're promoting, you shouldn't have to explain it to people. You
100%,
understand?
100%.
Like people should be able to see it or hear it, and bam, they know. If you got to explain it, that's another hurdle you got to jump. So differently, we left that concept alone and kind of adopted People's Army, whereby just involve everyone. And I think at that time was MySpace days still.
So the meaning behind it was just like the people.
Unity.
Unity.
Understanding that
Low-key
like
as
minds come together and we're gonna talk sense together. And
Sense.
We're
Okay,
shout
so
the same words.
so how did you get the point across? You know what I'm saying? Because see, if you know what I'm saying, if you just let you could have let anyone in.
How did you lot link up?
So you're gonna have a man talking.
You and lowkey.
Do you know what I'm
Me
saying?
and lowkey linked up. We linked up from Deal Real.
Okay, yeah, Deal Real, big up Deal Real.
Yeah, open mic days.
Yeah.
I used to. That's when I started to leave the ends, innit?
Do you know, even explain to them Deal Real, because no one on this like
I don't know.
Yeah, like
You touched Deal Real. I swear you were down Deal Real. Mike GLC was down Deal Real. Right?
Yeah. That's about explain to them what Deal Real, because you know that no one's actually
Deal
explained
Real was like the biggest open mic in UK,
big. It was massive.
and it
In West End.
started a lot of man's careers. Still, they used to bring up. They brought everyone there. Most Def, Kanye, Cannabis.
You
like,
probably went, but you just don't know Carnaby Street.
Carnaby Street. Yeah.
Was this the one where what Ben was talking about on the first one?
It might have been, but Deal.
Because he said it was before Jump Off.
Yeah, it was before Jump Off.
No, that was there
It
was.
was round the corner from Dark and
Yeah,
Cold.
they were
Remember
talking
Dark?
Dark and
Kung
Cold,
Fu.
yeah, Carl.
Yeah, Kung Fu's not. They were talking
Yeah,
about
I
Kung
remember
Fu,
Dark
yeah.
and Cold.
Kung Fu was, but yeah, that's way back.
Yeah, that's way back.
I might have gone, but see me, I'm a man that's not really good with navigation.
should-
So I'll
it's
be
like-
in places
you
and
know
not
Carnaby-
know
you know
this
Carnaby
is the
Street?
place.
Do
You know what I'm
you know
saying?
Carnaby Street?
Yeah, if I'm there.
It's like, you know, like
Yeah.
you go if you're on Oxford Street and it's like a left.
Oh yeah, one of them little
Left and then but yeah,
Going down to
carry on.
Trocadero.
Deal Real was a tiny shop, fam. Tiny record shop.
like, is it near like Black Market and all that? Like, Nicky?
You know Carnaby Street? It just passes off Carnaby Street and you're there.
I probably did go.
You probably did still.
I probably did.
Little sweatbox still.
Little sweatbox
There are
thing.
people outside, but the biggest people in the game will be there as well.
The biggest people in the game.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then all
Even
of the up
from
and
the
coming
UK as
people
well.
will be there. Do you know what I'm saying? Americans used to go, like you said, most of like all
Yeah,
of the
Saigon, everyone been
Saigon,
there.
yeah.
Everyone's been there.
Okay.
DJs coming down.
Yeah, it was a big spot, and that's where I met lowkey. That's where I met a lot of people. Scheme and Big P. Bag of the industry, Doc Brown, Mike G, like Maga man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's when I left the ends and I started to realise, raw. Cause when I was in the ends, that little bubble there, man's just spitting about one thing, innit?
Yeah.
And there weren't no UK hip hop really for me to. I was on Channel U trying to find something, innit? You know, you're trying to find something, but really, it's hit and miss. It was hit and miss with U Channel. It was good because it was there.
Yeah.
But really and truly, for finding shit
Cuz
inspiration.
what was the process? You see me, I never had a video on. I never got onto there. I was just like a fan. I was rapping, but I was actually just a fan. You know them ones.
I never went on Channel U either.
Yeah, you did.
Nah.
Fallen Soldiers.
Yeah, but I didn't go through the process.
No,
That
but
was
that
judged.
he's
But
saying
the
he
love,
ain't been
like, because man
Okay,
got
yeah,
love
yeah,
on the
yeah.
internet. You see,
Yeah.
when the internet came around and man was getting a video for like with 20,000 views, that's like a million views.
Yeah, it was different.
You're
'Cause
getting
obviously,
mad
Channel U
love.
was a free channel. Like people could get Sky and then look off Sky, and you still got Channel
Still
U.
got it, yeah.
So Channel
Yeah,
U
yeah,
was
yeah.
there.
Yeah, don't pay the bill, you still got that. You get me?
Yeah, fam. So Channel
And
U was a
that
good
was a
channel
good
to be
channel
on
still, because man would be watching it all day anyway, fam.
Yeah, it was a good channel to be on still. I saw a lot of people on Channel U.
Yeah.
Raw tits, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because that kind of threw me off still.
But yeah, Deal Real, was a
Yeah.
good spot.
Yeah, Deal Real was foundation, man. Salute Deal
So
Real.
that's
Salute
where
Deal
you
Real,
met
always.
lowkey, yeah?
That's where I met lowkey. You know what it is, lowkey? I didn't even know the youth, you know, fam. But you see the way he used to spit at the crowd, yeah. When I used to spit with my eyes closed, innit? When I first spat, I got videos and that, and Deal Real just spitting to myself. That's what you're doing when you're spitting. in your eyes closed. You're spitting to
You
yourself.
remember your bars and shit that way.
Yeah, but
anyway.
you're spitting to yourself. Like if I sit and like this, I'm just talking to myself.
So, yeah.
Unless I do this,
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
to you. You get
yeah,
me?
yeah,
So
yeah.
when I'm
Yeah.
spitting, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Understand?
yeah.
And that's something that lowkey taught me still. He used to look at man in their face like very serious about his bars, and he weren't even really political them days. There, you get me? He just believed his bars. You know the way that
So what made you open it up then to like more members?
People's Army.
Yeah.
It was always gonna be that way. The first thing I done when man said People's Army was MySpace, a bag of artists. A man would tell you that. Genesis Elijah would tell you. Malik would tell you.
Yeah, so give me
From
some of the
Brum.
names of the people that was in that collective. Because see, when Big Cakes, where is he? Here he is. When he came, he couldn't even say all of the names. He couldn't even remember all the names. He said he had to say, like, I don't want to be disrespectful.
Yeah, there's
Just in
direct.
case.
No, there's direct members in it here that are active, that were active, or whatever you want to say it. But then there's man like that are always gonna be part of the team. They
Yeah.
always fly the
Yeah,
flag,
yeah,
but they won't be around, man, innit? So,
Yeah.
cause People's Army weren't really ever meant to be a group, a rap collective.
Yeah.
There was a concept, there was an idea, a movement whereby we said, "Rah, if you think the same way, fly the flag, innit?
Fly the flag,
It's not my
okay.
army.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
own it.
yeah.
No one owns it.
It's
just-
for everyone.
our
It's for
army.
the people, innit?
So if you're
You wanna
over
get
in
that
out of
message out.
Mongolia and you think the same way I think,
Yeah.
fly the rascal flag
Yeah, okay, that
and
makes
scream
sense.
it. You understand? So it's never really supposed to have no ownership. So when you think the same way, you're in it, and that's kind of how it grew. Everyone
Yeah.
kind of jumped on board. People, fans from all over, and you, I can be part of it. I'm part of it. Ah, boom, I'm a soldier. Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It
So,
makes this thing bigger, innit?
I understand.
'Cause
That's
it
how
was,
the growth happened.
it was, and it is still a very big. You know them ones.
It's like anything, you know.
It's like big-
it still
still
needs
big
energy
now.
put into it. The concept kind of does its thing by itself, but it still needs energy put into it. So unless there's a driving force putting
Yeah.
that energy into it, it's still just an idea.
Yeah.
You understand?
You know what, cuz as well, yeah. I remember there was I don't know what if it was a behind bars or it was one of them, yeah. But there was one where you broke it down on like you had some beads on.
Yeah, I ain't got my beats today. I'm
You broke
slacking,
it down
I'm
on a
slacking.
political, you know, like. See me, I feel like I talk sense as well, but I might talk about some street shit. I might talk about, you know, them ones. I'm
Balance, fam. Yeah,
Yeah,
balance it out.
you know, like I'm narrating. But see you, I feel like that one made me like look at you differently because it was just like a total, like a message, like a humanitarian kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the right word. You know them ones.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. A
cause,
clip
like,
of that, fam. Yeah, for sure. A clip of that.
Like yeah, no, definitely, cause like
'Cause I
you know
don't know
what?
what one you're talking about still. I don't
It's a LinkUpTv. And you
Yeah.
got but you breaking it down, cause differently. But like I'm gonna put a link to in the description.
Dave, in terms of like who was like, affiliated with them, like people probably wouldn't know. Early days that I remember when I was doing the UK, I was still in there. I remember USG was rolling with you like, at one point.
USG's family still.
Like K Coke, Squingy, XO, you know what I'm saying? Them times from what I
Okay.
can remember.
Yeah.
I remember Taz was in there.
Taz's family.
Taz was like he was one of the first, I don't know, I don't want to say first, but from our generation, because there's different times, you know what I mean, of people getting signed. But I remember.
He was the first getting signed by
Yeah,
Def Jam.
yeah, that's what I was
Def Jam
gonna
UK
say,
the
but you know,
first.
someone's always going to debate
You
that.
weren't the first getting signed in the UK.
Taz, I remember
to
the
Def
name
Jam.
Taz.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
He was
like-
their
yeah.
first UK signing, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? First UK signing, you remember? Do you remember Taz? And
Yeah, I remember.
Buzz.
Yeah, I do.
That's probably someone you want to interview. Probably.
Yeah, you should get Taz down there,
Yeah.
man. It'll be interesting to know his
That's
story.
what I'm saying. That's what this podcast is about. Because through conversation, other names
Yeah.
pop up and thrown out, and then people will want to watch the thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is for our
Big Ben,
generation and
Big Ben, Rapper Rags, and them lot.
Yeah, they were always involved
Yeah,
still from way
obviously Big Cakes.
Nova and that.
Big Cakes.
Rodney P.
Rodney P came in.
What's the brother that used to? He's got the dreads. I don't want to say that. I was terrible to just say he's got the dreads. but-
Jamaica.
Jamaica, bad.
Yeah.
He was bad. I remember he said he was cold.
bad, he's bad, he's
What
bad.
happened? Where is he?
He's doing his thing. I think he's engineering more time. He's got a studio in Bricky.
Okay.
He engineers from in Bricky still, but he's still about. But yeah, the team is strong, and it's always been strong, and it's always growing and getting stronger. So we give
Yeah.
thanks.
I think I've even seen Benny. Benny's done a couple tracks.
Who's that?
Benny Banks.
No, that's another.
Ain't that the same thing?
I've never seen him with him.
Is there another People's Army?
No, yeah, that's the politics.
Are you being real?
It's not even there's another People's Army, yeah.
Well, it's not another. They should
it's-
just join.
Exactly. So there's another youth who started something. I don't even know who the
Are you
youth
being
is.
for real?
I think I met the youth before still. I met the youth
Are
before.
you being for real? I'm watching the thing like and thinking, oh shit, they got a next tune out. You know, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
nah,
saying? I'm always rooting for people.
I don't know how they patterned the thing with Benny. I don't know.
If you didn't see logic in the video, it's not.
But if yeah,
Because you know even
it's kind of that juice.
you know what's
still.
good about again? They've got different angles. Like Mighty Mo is affiliated with People's Army.
Yeah, that's
innit?
family,
You know what I'm
course.
saying? So like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't expect that. But depending on who's listening to the podcast, but that'd
Yeah.
be interesting to hear.
From
You
an
know, they might-
outsider's perspective, for anyone who don't know Mo, who just knows his music, you won't expect that.
You
But if
wouldn't-
you know Mo,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, right, yeah, he's supposed to be
100%
part
you
of
know
it.
him. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? But
course.
just the fact that you're Heartless Crew.
Yeah,
We're talking
it's a
Heartless
whole.
Crew.
Yeah, you
It's
think it's a whole different
It's a whole
genre.
different genre,
Course.
and that,
You
innit?
know what I mean? Even Mighty Mo's part, like, if, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, he's
cause-
part of the thing, man. Mo's there.
Wow, that's crazy, fam. So there's a Knicks. I didn't even know that, man. They should just like try and reach out to man and
Oh, the other people. Nah, yeah, that I don't know who the youth is still. I hit him up, and he's kind of. I think he was trying to draw certain energy's out on me. I didn't want to explore, so I kind of just
like
it is what it is. I left him to do to his devices, innit? He's not harming no one.
Yeah.
Do your thing, innit? But really,
Yeah. Well,
it don't
until
make
you
sense,
just
innit?
said
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
I didn't know, and I would have just probably just still been thinking, yeah, People's Army, you know,
Yeah.
like. But I'm still seeing your stuff as well. So I'm
That's
probably
why it
gonna
don't hurt, fam.
It doesn't
Benny
hurt.
Banks
it's-
is a good name, so do your thing, man. I don't mind either way.
Oh, that's
What
big,
about
though.
English Frank?
English Frank, Spanish Frank.
Spanish Frank.
Yeah, he's gone, man. He's traveling now. I don't know where he is in the world, but he's not about no more. He's left the hip hop game alone, boy.
Was it after the racist thing?
I don't think it was the racist thing, you know. I think it was more so like the racist thing was what it was, but I think it was more he was just he just didn't have the passion. You know the passion, like he used to have it when I met him at Dilro as well. Like them man I met at Dilro as well, and the passion that them man they had as Frantic Frank
That was his name before.
as
isn't it?
compared to after he done the acting thing, and you understand
He was on a horse or something, innit? Like with the a sword or something, wasn't it? Was that a
the
video?
acting thing.
Yeah, he did something.
Oh no, the music video. Yeah, he's done mad music videos still. He was on a horse and all them things. But yeah, definitely, I think he just lost the passion, man.
Yeah. When you start doing other things, you know what I'm saying, innit?
When you don't make as much money from this as you're doing over there, a lot of man just tend to stay over there, innit? So
Yeah.
can't blame man.
Yeah. Alright, so cuz, what would you say is your most known track?
Spectator.
Spectator, that's out, like, so I can put the link up and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's my most.
What's that about?
Got a million views and them things there. You get
Okay.
me?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, Spectator was just me speaking my thoughts. There was nothing orchestrated about it.
Who made the beat on that one?
Red Skull produced. Red Skull. He done a lot of K Coke stuff, still early stuff. But Red Skull
Red Skull's cold.
was one of our producers from early. He done the beat and that. And yeah, it was just me talking really. Shot the video myself.
Yourself.
Sat down. It's just a simple. When you see it, it's just I sat down in front of a camera.
It's more about the message though, innit? You always
Just
got
what I was
messages,
saying,
innit?
so-
So,
And it resonated and travelled, and there's people all over the world that hit me up about how that track's affected them, and we give thanks every day.
yeah. Nah, a lot of your tracks are like that though, man. A lot of them. Like, they get me, make you think. You know what I'm saying?
That's the aim, fam. If your music don't make someone think or change something in someone's thought process,
Yeah.
your music is
Yeah.
just it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, surface level.
I think at the time when you, like, man's making them kind of tunes, yeah, see some people, they genuinely like just want to hear fuckeries. That's just the way the world works, and people like to hear nonsense. But you see, like, every now and again they want to hear a little bit of sense. You know them ones. You see, in the
I think
long
that
run,
nonsense is promoted, bro. I don't think
It's
people
promo-
actually want to hear it that much, because I feel like when you think about who's got the biggest turnouts for shows, it's people like J. Cole and Kendrick. Just say hip hop wise, yeah.
Yeah.
When they put on a show, their shows are like sold out, massive. Like some of these guys that's doing the little mumble raps and that, we hear them a lot, but they're not doing the same
they're
level
more
of
promoted,
shows
innit?
as the people that's got some sort of message in their thing.
Yeah,
You can
and
have- yeah,
just
you know.
generally, like later on, when you give that music time to like marinate, yeah, and then you listen back to that music and then the other music that was made at the time, you realize, fam, that was see that other shit, it was nonsense. You said it a couple episodes back about fucking 365 or whoever them guys, the 3-6 Mafias and Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, yeah, man, that song. And I'm like, cuz, nah, that song's like a grime kind of, you know, like the chorus was repeated.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
the
grime.
first
though,
line
fam.
was
That the
repeated all the
essence
way
of
for the
grime.
whole.
While he started that little trend, I think. I don't know. I said, nah, let me not say that, because it might get stamped out there. But someone started that trend of repeating.
Like, just repeating the bars. Listen, there's a
It was
set of
3-6
music.
Mafia, like.
But it makes sense. It
Even
makes
Dizzy
sense in a
Rascal said
rave.
he used to kind of he wants to make beats like them and spit over them, but that's what even
So
Wiley
he's got
says.
it from them.
Yeah, Wiley's like Dizzy was making these
Yeah,
beats
well,
that
see,
he
that's
was
the
trying to
part of
make
music that I
3-6
switched
Mafia
off.
beats.
I couldn't listen to that because they just
But that's
said
where
the first
it's
line.
gone.
I heard that
Do you
already.
know what I mean? It's still 140. You know, even trap is 140.
Yeah.
But 3-6 Mafia is not going to get played 100 years from now. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Any
Bone
music
Thugs-
from
J
the
Cole will be.
No, 100%.
We say Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think.
That's why I say like
They
when I was
might,
watching-
you know. I don't know.
Nah,
Bone
man.
Thugs are techie with it, you know.
I hear that,
maybe 4 or 5 of their
They could-
songs.
they were just
the
for
first
actually
people
spitting
really
fast.
marinated.
They were cold as well. They had the harmonies, but I'm saying when you
Yeah,
watch,
but we
them-
don't know what they're saying.
When you watch, no, that's what I said. The harmonies.
We don't know what they're
Bro,
saying.
harmonies
bro.
are
We
everything.
just-
Cause
Now,
melodies
Bone
are
Thugs were the
everything.
mumble rap of our generation.
100%. But
we
if
liked
they were
it.
actually trying to say
But
something.
they were trying to say something,
Yeah.
and the wickedest thing they were.
They
Yeah.
were.
They were fam. No, they were saying stuff. You know,
Yeah.
don't think they
They
were
were,
just.
they were, they were,
They were saying stuff. But if they write down their bars, fam, they were saying some real stuff about
I
their
know.
ends. and
Saying,
that.
yeah,
Trust me.
And like I said, the melodies held us.
Yeah,
You know
100.
what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
we'll be there saying, and I miss my Uncle Charles.
That's what I'm saying. And they probably wasn't saying that. Why it just sounded like that. So man just make up the words for them. Like it just sounds good. You know them ones? Bone and Biggie.
Yeah,
Like man
there's
like them
double bars,
tunes.
yeah.
Armed and Dangerous. Like yeah, we like that tune. Biggie brought us to them. That's who brought me. That's who brought me to them. And then it made me know, oh shit, they got a tune with Tupac as well. So
Because they were the
okay.
that
first ones
cemented
spitting
them for me.
fast.
But
Okay,
the other
okay.
songs, when I started listening to some of that, like, yo, brother, I can't understand this. It's the same as what I do with the people that I can't understand now.
Yeah.
I
Lock them off.
lock them off. I give them their props because they're doing something now, isn't it? Like, who am I? But I'm saying, I don't understand it, so there's no point
Yeah, I hear
It's
that.
different tempos, isn't it? You know?
busting out my brain on them kind of nonsenses, fam. I'll be real with you.
But the same, like I say to you, the people that actually spit make good music. It is more it's timeless, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 100 years from now, J. Cole will get played.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why, and you can actually build a fan base when you're talking sense.
And that's why Spectator isn't. Spectator made
100
20
years from
ago.
now, I wonder what rap's going to be like now, boy. If like the levels have to go up, innit?
Do you
Boy,
know what?
but
We've
what-
got a place
yeah.
where everyone can access what they want now. It's not like where everyone's forced.
Well, it might be
access,
dumbed
you know what
down.
I'm saying? So
It's gonna get dumbed down. I think everything's getting dumbed down. I don't think.
Free words.
I
in
don't
a-
think
in a sentence.
the food that's getting pushed out to the masses
Yeah,
is
it's
getting
microwave.
dumbed down.
Yeah, it's
And
microwave.
there's a purpose and an agenda behind it. You know what I mean?
definitely.
They're not trying to push no knowledge to expand no
thoughts,
one's
yeah,
thought process
to
and make
think and
yeah
stuff.
to make people think
Yeah,
and
yeah.
start elevating people.
Yeah,
They don't want to elevate no one.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's why I'm saying I can listen to someone like yourself, yeah, and know, okay, you know what, I could have a conversation with you as well. Because there's certain people when they rap or they're not saying nothing, cuz, and it shows in character as well. You know what I'm saying, fam?
It does to a degree, for real. But this is what it is. A lot of
The
these man
things-
know. A lot of man who spit this stuff, yeah, who just spit nonsense, fam.
They know,
They know, fam. That's the realest thing.
but
they
they
know.
just like
But-
going down that path. They know that path kind of like might get you there.
It's
quicker.
I don't know. You'd have to bring them on and talk to them about it, why they still do it. But I'm telling you for a fact, yeah, if you were to bring one of those men that talk nonsense here, they will not talk nonsense to you because they know. You
Yeah,
understand?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You understand?
'Cause I come
They-
across
they-
bare, like on the track. Oh my gosh, this guy's a killer. Like I don't even know if I'm around them, they might switch. You know them ones like they might move like how they rap.
Yeah, no, they're choosing to sell
Until
what's
you
popular to
chat
the masses.
man,
fam.
and you see, oh shit,
Yeah, they're choosing to sell what's popular to the masses, and maybe
everyone
what,
that raps
what
has to
all
have
their
some
bridges
sort of.
like as
But I
well.
don't
though.
think it's popular to the masses. I think again it's part of the agenda, as you said. When it's
What
part of
what they've been shown is
Yeah.
popular to the masses.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it's not. They're making you think it's popular to the masses.
Yeah.
Because when you actually do shows, you actually see what kind of people get show turnouts. And show turnouts is different to what they're promoting. You understand what I'm saying to you? They promote the same bullshit, and then those guys, where's the guy from 2 months ago or whatever? You know what I mean? He's gone. But like he was the moment. He had his moment in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they like those kind of guys, because they'll just give them a moment. Whereas
True talk.
when someone's actually got sense, that you build a following. Like say like someone that's starting like People's Army is building a following, isn't it?
yeah, it's true.
And once you've got a following, and once you've got multiple people, everyone knows how many people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So but once you've got how many, say 10 people in a clique, how much people are connected to that clique now?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can get drawn into the clique by any one of them 10 people
You
on
understand?
there, and if you're saying that it's for everyone, so you can go and fly the flag over there.
Yeah.
You don't need to stand next to me every day.
You link
So
up- you link
he's
up on
over there with the
bullshit.
flag. Yeah.
You link up on bullshit, that's gonna be finished soon. People gonna die over it. People gonna go jail over it. People gonna be on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It won't last. Innit? You know what I'm saying? And they know that. That's why they like it. And they make money off you when you're dead and you're in jail.
Yeah. Okay.
True talk.
You learn something new every day, man.
The agenda's mad still, and you know what it is? We didn't even go in on the agenda just there, but if we're going on the agenda, it's a 4-hour podcast you're dealing with, my brother.
Yeah. Nah.
Touch it a bit. You can touch it a bit, I suppose. You know more about it than
Yeah, well,
if anything.
that's what I'm saying. See, the things that I think I know, I think everyone knows. So you see, when you're saying the agenda, I think like what? Don't everyone know that at home? That, do you know what I'm saying? Doesn't everyone know that there's an agenda for music that destroys communities and stuff? Don't they know that already?
For everything to be
know that
destroyed.
as an artist, though.
Of course.
Well, as an artist, you probably like might be.
Why would you even watch that? As
As an
consumer?
artist, you might be watching the other people that are getting money from this thing. So you're just gonna follow the. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless you're willing to stand up and say, nah, man, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying, innit? So more time, people are just following what the other person has done before them.
Yeah, no, I've seen T.Y. said that, innit? On like an old school documentary I was watching about UK hip hop, and he said, no, it's not the fact that there isn't a UK hip hop scene; it's that it's not being allowed. They were doing it, but they weren't being offered. Do you know what I mean? The same things that you would get on like the other side of the. Do you know what I mean? On the other side of the sea, like, do you know what I mean? They're getting deals with that foreign rappers in America that fucking have nothing on some of the people coming out of the UK. Do you know what I mean? They get eaten, but it was the fact that, wow, what these guys are talking about is like areas that we want people to think London's fucking crumpets and cups of tea. You know what I mean? They didn't want people knowing that like you've got fucking ghettos here that like are movers mad at some places. Do you know what I mean? Not taking anything away from like the US, but like, yeah, do you know what I mean? That was going on, and people were talking about it more actively in our scene rather than glamorizing it. I think it was just like it was all like illustrated.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas they orchestrate shit on records. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're just illustrating what you're saying, it's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, man. Because like, yeah, there was an era when music came to like flats, like see, like how you was talking about the PDC kind of times. Like, so it moved from the people that were talking, see people that were rapping then. I don't know who was talking nonsense. I don't really know many people that was.
Who?
See,
Back then?
See, before the PDC.
Oh, we were
era.
talking nonsense. PDC, we was talking.
No, before PDC.
Oh.
Yeah, before that. No, see, before that,
Before that,
see, there was rap.
You weren't listening to it.
No, before you, what? UK hip hop, you mean?
Yeah, UK hip hop.
UK hip hop.
British hip hop.
British hip hop.
I said British, you know.
Yeah,
What
that's
was
when
the
it was
peop-
called
what was-
British hip hop.
when it was like
yeah, it's a different.
that's Rodney
when it
P
was
and-
Rodney
UK
P,
hip hop's what it is
Skinny
now.
Man, they were
Yeah,
talking
that was
sense.
British hip hop.
They weren't talking rubbish.
No, they don't necessarily. You wasn't
Not
listening to it.
necessarily.
Who in the
You
camp?
weren't listening
who-
to it.
They
You
talked
weren't-
a bit- they
talk
talked
to you.
I knew them. No, I wasn't listening to it, but
I
I knew
Crowd.
about Black Twang.
You more knew about the following.
Back in the day, I tell you who was talking the sense, and any one of them man will tell you, it's MCD.
I was gonna say that.
MCD
and
was,
MCD is the first one to get signed as well from
yeah.
the UK. That's what I was gonna say earlier. I didn't want to say Taz because I remember like N-Terms just getting signed.
Yeah,
Like, from,
Taz got signed to Def Jam.
Yeah, Taz got signed to Def
Before
Jam,
that,
but-
people got signed.
People got signed,
Yeah,
but
people got
MCD was one of the first hip hop signings.
Yeah,
from the UK. Like,
Possibly, I'm not 100%.
And what was he?
sure,
What
possibly.
was he
from,
talking
like,
about?
I think he had a decent.
But what was he
contract as
talking
well.
about?
Hey, I'm gonna give you a clip to play right now, and it shut it down. My man is knowledge upon knowledge, and he'll get it in a way where you want to listen to him. You understand? A lot of them man, they will tell you. Skinny Man, Rodney P, Black Twang, they all will tell you raw MCD. Yeah.
Pesky schooled me about MCD.
Everyone from that
But
generation
who-
will tell you he
who-
was the man.
Who was rapping nonsense then?
They were all kind of chatting nonsense. Even Skinny Man, like, they were not chatting nonsense, but
In-
they were
in terms
talking
of
real
Grease,
stuff.
you're saying Grease.
They were talking
Who
stuff
was-
that
who
weren't
was talking-
elevating.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
stuff that weren't elevating people.
Yeah.
They're just talking stuff that was on music, innit? It's not really.
Road shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're talking nonsense, but they're just talking, innit? For talking's sake.
Brought it real, innit?
Sorry, brother.
Blades always brought it real, I feel. On all the Blades records.
I weren't really into. No, it is. I didn't really into Blade. You see, Blade, Chester P, and that world there.
Which Blade? Blade?
I
That's
never
what I'm
really
saying.
fucked with
Blade.
them.
What Blade you talking about? I think you say Blade Brown. Huh?
Mark B and Blade. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that's
the Unknown. It was like fucking
I-
brilliant album.
I didn't take them man in, but you see later on,
Yeah.
like
That was all about graffiti, backside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talking about Cool Hurt, like they just talked about like the scene. Do you know what I mean? Like and what it came from. So like for me as a kid, like that I didn't want living in that environment. My mum moved out of London and stuff like so. I'd find out a lot about what was going on through records and through stuff. So I sought out the good stuff and what people were talking about knowledge and got more knowledgeable about stuff. This before we had fucking VCR and shit. There was no internet. Innit? So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You got like your visual and your like
You just gotta like make it in your head.
Yeah, I never listened to none of them. Tell you the truth. No one from UK hip hop. Even MCD and I didn't know about them.
Yeah. That's why I said I got schooled. I got schooled later down.
Yeah, I got schooled later down.
Yeah, you
I
probably
did see.
might
I
have
saw
went back in
MCD and
it.
Channel U and that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I got schooled later down by people that I became friends with. You know what I'm saying? So
Trust me. And then you realise.
you realise,
Man, like Chester P's a monster. You need to get Chester P.
all of them, definitely. That's the one. That's the scene before when it was like British hip hop, like, and that's why it called it like like it was even the kung fu, all of that, them things that we was talking about from before.
Yeah, that was them man's thing.
That's them man's thing, innit? Yeah.
Task Force. Yeah.
Camden and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Underworld and with WKDs and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, what Dingles. yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, yeah. But that's what I say. That scene was kind of like. That's why I say I feel like
Safe, brother.
before, a lot of people credit the people listening to the hip hop thing through like gigs. Yeah? I've heard a lot of people credit him, but a lot of people forget about Kalashnikov.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
in terms of it opening
when
up,
I said
like, you know,
about
like
the people,
that Murder tune.
Murder
Yeah.
done a lot for UK.
Council
hip
State
hop.
That was
of Mind
way
and them
before.
kind of tunes.
Yeah, that was a little
Weren't
while
they the
before.
same time?
No, because it was that was a chat to me. Murder Bus Channel U.
Yeah, Murder Bus Channel.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to you? And not a lot of people
Yeah,
don't say
man
that.
heard Murder
You
and
wouldn't
found
even
out
care
that
about
he's
this
from
channel.
Hackney.
Yeah, the
I didn't
channel
even
was
know he was from Hackney until we saw that.
It was an
even
independent
know.
channel. Like at the time, it wasn't no hip hop all the time and grime and all that. It was just like anyone independent. You might see a guitarist. It was, and then Murder came tune. Then when cause how big that tune went, yeah, everyone wanted to get their video on Channel. You know that's how it goes with most things, isn't it? Even Gigs and them had a video on Channel U, and no one really kind of recognized their tune.
SN1.
Yeah, SN1. It was all of them as a group. They had a tune on Channel U. It was called like in a party. They was in a club. You know what I'm saying? But no one. It didn't do as well. You know what I'm saying? When you go back, oh shit, I didn't know. I didn't even clock that was Gigs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I remember a lot of people don't clock that Kalashnikov, that Murder tune. It was. I feel like it was the bridge between what it is now and what it was then.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. See, before when I said like people, I feel like British hip hop or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I feel like man was talking relatively sensible. Do you get what I'm saying? Before like
Okay,
the
yeah, you know
PVCs
what?
and before
You probably could say that and be justified in
and
saying
bring
that.
it to
Relatively
the flats.
sensible
They
is
took
alright.
it
still.
right to the flats.
Yeah,
like
You could say that still.
yeah.
Now you could say that. Because Rodney P and them man weren't talking
they weren't
grease,
talking.
but they were talking their little road thing, what they were going on with. But
You know what I'm saying?
they weren't
Man, that's
reckless.
just life. You know what I'm
Weren't
saying?
Fully reckless, yeah.
Deep man are taking it to like some like bang bang anywhere and all of this kind of talk and you know like
yeah. But that was their experience, innit? So like
It
that's
was
what I'm saying
just
to you.
taking the road life, putting the road life on music.
Yeah, and a lot of the people that were saying similar things was just saying it on grime, fam, and they were probably going through different things. But that if it was the East London representative, like if you're rapping in East London, you were the minority, because East is where grime is from.
it's a
You know
grime
what
thing,
I'm
innit?
there. It's a grime home.
Yeah, we only had we was doing grime, roadside used to do.
Yeah.
RA and that innit?
And they were the only
Dan
ones.
Diggers.
Yeah, roadside were really the only, and Nasty, Big Nasty in that.
Okay, yeah.
Double A.
L-Man, innit?
L Man and
Was it L-Man?
What's her name? Uzi.
Oh shit, there was another one.
There was a
innit?
girl called Uzi.
Solo
was the other one.
Oh,
Solo.
dude.
Nasty and Solo were good together.
Yeah,
They had
they
a
were bad
couple.
still.
Yeah.
L-Man was tough as well. still.
Elman was tough as well.
Yeah, he was,
Elman
wasn't
tough as well. Elman was tough. It's tough as well. Elman, obviously, Elman and Big Nasty were the bait ones, innit? I think like him and Solo just made one tune. I remember in some playground. I remember thinking that these are alright. They went back to back.
They did one in a boxing ring or something, innit?
That was with N-Dubs because they're both called N-Dubs, innit?
Okay.
NAA and N-Dubs.
Yeah, that's
But
what
they
I was
both
trying to
ended-
you and that.
Yeah,
I remember that. Cause.
went to that video shoot. It was jokes.
So check it out now, cause like this
go.
is the next one. This is the next question that I normally ask my guests, yeah.
Go for it.
And it's like to me, it's like a fantasy league, yeah. I put two artists together, yeah. Hold on, let me just. I put two artists together, yeah, and I look at it like, well, some of these things would never happen anyway. So it's just for this in this room and the people at home to discuss this. You know them ones. But I'm saying like 10 tracks each, verses. Yeah, you're in the third row, watching unbiasedly. You know, like not like, oh yeah, I rate my man more because my man's big up. Nah, forget all of that. just like in the middle.
Who do I think would win in a versus?
Like, who do you think? And they're gonna play the 10 tracks that you would expect them to play.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take it. We're gonna go US and UK, but we're gonna start off with the US first. Yeah. So I'm gonna say, on one side of the room, BEANIE SIEGAL.
All right.
Yeah. And on the other side of the room, NORE.
Oof. Oof.
That's a good one.
Oof. Oof.
And this is straight off preference to win that one there, but they're both very good.
Like, you could say, oh no, but
Now, do you know what
I'm
it is?
sure
yeah?
you would have liked both of them at some point.
Yeah.
They
It's
were
not
both
even.
good.
I wouldn't even put it on preference, car. I think I just like them both the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you try to give it preference, you know what I would do? I'd shut your answer down.
Now, what I would say is on a versus tip, because it's about tracks.
Yeah. And they're gonna play the 10 tracks that you expect.
Because it's about tracks.
Freestyles.
I would give it to Nori still.
Yeah. Okay.
On the basis of tracks.
Why?
On the basis of tracks, he's got more tracks I can remember.
Yeah.
Like BEANIE's done a lot of freestyles and a lot
Yeah,
of
he's got like feel it in the
features.
air.
He's got a lot of feel it in the air is the one.
That's gonna be
obviously.
like
But if you're in a crowd,
he's got that one
that's
with
not gonna
Jay-Z.
rock- That's not gonna rock the crowd. It's a bit
Jay, remember you've paid your money to come there, so you
you're
know
gonna
what?
get Noriega.
You're like you're just
You know
on a
what you're
nostalgia
getting. Yeah, you
thing.
know what you're getting.
Yeah.
It's nostalgia. You're
You're on
buying.
a nostalgia thing. Remember when Ja Rule did his one, fam? Man's thinking, Ja Rule, what are you talking about? And
Yeah,
then I'm at
he
home
beat up
in my
man, innit?
own stadium, in my house, front row, singing along. Like, singing along, bro.
Yeah, it just sparks little.
Saying, yo,
Things in
my
your brain.
man just smashed him. Like, you get me? So we got to take into account they're playing the tracks you want to hear. The one that you even forgot he even had.
You know what it is? Esta loca, damn it. Hey, Nori's got some mad
He's
things.
got some mad ones.
But I don't know if they're big to everyone, but yeah.
But,
For
but
me-
they're going to be big to you.
Yeah, for me,
You're
that's
gonna be
what's
like-
gonna mad it. Yeah.
Remember, we paid our money to go to these
When you
things.
say pay that money, I'm always thinking about the crowd as well. That's the thing. If I
Yeah,
think
but
I-
you can't let the crowd dictate to you. Remember, if
Who you thought won?
remember,
Yeah, it's true.
where did I see you on the weekend, cuz?
At the battle thing.
At the battle
Yeah.
thing, yeah, battle rap, yeah. No loose chat, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we was watching, and me and you had the same opinion. Nah, man, my man lost.
And then one next
And
brother
then
come.
the next guy came, and what did he say?
He was in his own world. He had a different alluded like opinion.
Do you understand?
Salute
So-
my man still, but he had a deluded.
He had a
opinion
next
still.
opinion.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, he didn't come there with the intention of letting anyone sway him from what he was going to think. And the same with us. We watched it and we just made our decision
course.
off of what we saw. Do you get me? So man's going to do the same exact thing in, get me?
Yeah.
BEANIE SIEGAL goes on, rocks the mic with some madness. You know them ones?
What's gonna make you go crazy in the club and what's gonna make you go feel deep at your yard? It's two different things.
Yeah, no, but I'm just talking.
You're
that-
like super
I've only
fun.
had the experience of my home stadium.
Super
But
fun.
if we was there,
Yeah, you got super. You got oh
Alright,
no. I'm just saying
Yeah.
before we play what.
No, but it's not a rave thing, fam.
no, but
This ain't a rave thing. This is verses. This is like a concert thing.
this is a
That's what I'm
concert.
saying.
Yeah, but concerts is whereby man resonate to the tune that you remember the most.
Do they or is that what you do? I'm just saying the crowd wise.
Yeah.
No, that's what
No,
every
but-
crowd does. If you go to a concert to watch your favorite artist,
Yeah.
you're not going there to dance unless
No,
your
but if
artist
you go to
makes
a
Afro beats or something like that.
If you go to a
But
versus,
really,
yeah, there's still gonna be that. It's still gonna be the hype. There's certain things that do things to your body.
I'm going for bars. That's why when Jada said, "Yo,"
Yeah, but he
Crack,
still,
crack.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He
It
still
was
killed
bars,
them.
yeah.
They killed them with the, you know what I'm saying?
it's
What he
killed
had-
him. His presence, yeah, his
presence is
presence.
like if you're playing like them Noriega, even the CNN, I just think like the way that the tempo of
yeah, of course.
Nori's
For me,
thing.
Yeah.
Nori's thing.
I like them both. So
outweigh
But BD's more lyrical.
when I came with this question, yeah, I just made up my mind. Like, I don't know who would win. But listen, when I ask you lots, if you say this person and try and dismiss the other person, I'm arguing
man
on
can't
the other
dismiss-
side.
man can
But
never
because
dismiss
this has
Beanie.
been a fair debate,
Yeah, no, man can
and
never
everyone's
dismiss
got
Beanie.
their
Because
reasoning.
BD's
Nah,
more
nah, man
lyrical,
can-
I believe.
Man can
I
never
still can't
dismiss
tell
Beanie.
you who would win.
He's-
But I'm
man
just
can never
asking you
dismiss
lots
Beanie.
and the people at home.
Yeah, lyrically Beanie would win, but like just tracks wise, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
I think
tracks
Nori
wise.
would win.
That's what verses is
Nori.
about. Verses ain't about you two spitting back to back.
Yeah.
It's about you playing your
But,
tracks,
boy,
and if I
the
remember
Locks,
it, the
they
best.
came with a lot of their tunes. Yeah, they were freestyles.
Or the freestyle, babe, but it don't matter.
lot of them were the
But how do you mean
freestyles.
freestyles?
Like the actual track that they.
You see, this is the thing. Let's talk about that.
Jada
The
Kid's
term
performance.
freestyle has been kind of
Like the-
whitewashed and lost
When I
because
say
really and
freestyle,
truly,
it was the one that they did with no chorus. See the one that they did for DJ.
Yeah, but it's a written
DJ
thing that they've
Clue,
released.
that they just did 64 bars.
Yeah, it don't matter. As long as they've released it and a million people have heard it, it's a track.
What you gonna say about freestyle? Go ahead.
Yeah, the terminology's gone mad, innit? Because obviously I'm from the age where you freestyle, it's off your dome, innit?
Yeah.
It's not, oh, I'm freestyling off my dome this time. No, it's if you say freestyle, it must be off your dome, innit?
Yeah.
It don't make no other sense.
No, but
it's
you know
not free.
what? Someone
the style's
told
not
me,
free, innit?
Yeah, someone told me the other day that a freestyle is not off the dome. A freestyle is a style that is free of any concept.
Yeah.
So it's about anything.
Who told you that? How old were they?
I see a clip
About
old
36.
Yeah.
He's a bit. He might be trying to embrace the youngers, but differently. A freestyle, fam, it don't make no sense. The terminology alone, your style is free. It's not regulated by a formula you've already pre-programmed in your head. You understand?
Yeah.
It's
I can
coming-
understand.
But
Because when he said
off the
it,
top is off the top though. So like freestyle,
No,
I say
they're the same thing. They mean the same thing, fam.
No.
Off the top and freestyle both mean the same thing.
because freestyle could just be you mix matching lyrics.
No, you're not freestyling it.
Yeah,
in my
you're
eyes.
still freestyling.
In my eyes,
'Cause
you're not freestyling. No, but that's what I'm saying.
Structuring.
It's terminology, because in my eyes, you're not freestyling. What you're doing is putting together pieces of your bars. And I can do that. And I wouldn't say
okay,
that's freestyling.
so what did Kiss do then? See,
Kiss never freestyled at all on that night. He spat his bars that he's got in his head programmed. And that's calm, because we
so
do
what
that.
would that track be called?
Freestyle.
No, that's what I'm
See,
trying to say. They call
know
these
what I'm
tracks freestyles. I would name
But
the
what,
Rascal
what would
track.
you call it?
I'd call it something.
But what
I'll
would you
take the
call
first
it?
line
Remember,
of it and
because
call it
remember,
that.
you see
No,
a
no,
track.
yeah.
What if it was off the top when you recorded it? But now it's
No, that's all right. That's different. If I freestyle a track, that's a freestyle. You can't tell me it's not a freestyle
but
because
now you're performing it over and over again.
yeah, because you've learnt it. You've learnt a freestyle.
But do you see?
No, do you see, fam? Not do I see. Do you see?
But if you've learned you've learned your bars and you're just spitting them. That's still freestyling.
No, cause it's not a fresh freestyle, but originally that was a freestyle. So you could be spitting the freestyle again. So you're not freestyling now because you're spitting a freestyle you freestyled before. But originally when you spat it, it was a
But
freestyle.
from that, if you're spitting a
So
freestyle
when you
again,
that track there, you can call it a freestyle.
It's getting deep.
You know what I'm talking from. Which camera is it? Any one of them. They know. And in the comments, talk about freestyle because
Jay-Z
these
came
these
to it
new.
as well.
yeah, some people they record
He's
like
got on
that.
about how they record. So, like, for example, you like spit a 4-bar off your head and then go, yeah, and then you let that 4-bar play over, and then he'll then kill another like 3-4-bar, and then he'll put it all together, and they'll class that as a freestyle. But I hear what you're saying. Like,
Some
for me,
people can
a
class that as a
is just
freestyle
off.
still,
I
if
do.
they want.
If I'm spitting off my head and I'm talking about the jumper on the table,
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Label, like, do you know what I mean?
And while you're talking, the drink drops over.
and you
and the
mention
drink
it.
drops.
Yeah.
You're
That's
freestyling.
freestyle,
Do
yeah.
you understand? If you're not doing that,
That's off the
You're
top
not
though. I believe
Yeah, just
it's
from
off the top.
battle rap, I know that's what they call
That's
freestyling,
off the
isn't
top.
it? Like,
Of course,
that's
that's
a
off the top.
rebuttal. You know what I'm saying?
Always there
No,
has
but
to be a
then
freestyle.
Off the top wouldn't exist if it didn't mean off the top. Like, you're not off the dome, like off the
Yeah.
top.
No,
Right off
it's
the
like
top.
saying rapping
So-
and spitting, fam.
So you,
It's like saying rapping and spitting. I'm rapping,
but
and
they're
I'm
the same
spitting.
thing.
Thank you.
They're the same thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
So
same
if you're
thing, innit?
freestyling and you're spitting off the dome, it's the same thing. They're terminologies that mean the same thing.
When a man says I'm freestyling off the top,
It's
it's like repeating it.
You're repeating yourself. You should have said I'm freestyling. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Yeah, basically. I'm freestyling off the top of my dome. Okay, that's what a freestyle is, fam. Thank you for letting us know.
But you lots at home, make sure you leave some comments. Like, let us know what it really
Yeah,
is. You know what I'm
anyone
saying?
over 40 is gonna know the level still. Anyone under 40 might be trying to be young again. You get me?
I think, do you know what?
Trying to get
I
the
can
young
understand the
terminology still.
terminology.
Like, no, man, that's what the kids say now.
It just
I don't
depends
care
on
what
where
the
you
kids
heard
say
it, innit?
now, fam.
It just depends on when you heard it. Like I
When?
say, because like,
Well, how old are you?
let's not. No, I'm joking. I'm 37, but like I'm saying, if you was older than me, yeah, you might have heard freestyle as something different. Then like, I agree
Yeah,
with
of
you.
course.
I understand
Yeah,
you
yeah,
because
yeah,
I used to
I
fight
hear you,
your
I hear you
case,
on that,
and then
that's-
our
yeah.
generation will be like freestyle is this,
Of course,
and then now the
of
new
course.
generation will say freestyle
Naturally,
is
you
something
only know what
totally-
you know.
You know what I'm
obviously, of
saying?
course.
So I just believe I do understand what you're saying, but that's why it's even the debatable.
It's like people using the
conversation
word
for us.
nigger now. You get me?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
their own way of using it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
really, the original way of using it
is
is
I get what you're
something
saying.
else. So yeah, I understand that still.
Yeah, it comes with time and shit.
Because the time in it, you know what I'm saying?
Alright. So you know what? Now you know what? Let's freshen it up a bit before we go back. Alright, cool. So check it out now, cuz. What would you say is your biggest collaboration? And that's like, I know you're gonna say, I don't know what you're gonna say, but you're probably gonna downplay the people that you rap around. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they're your brethren or your friends, or you've done loads of songs with them. So you might think, oh no, well, you know what I'm saying, cuz?
But when you say the biggest, like what?
Your biggest
To me, what I feel is meant the most to me, or what I think has done the best.
whatever, cuz.
Because really, we could
meant the most to you.
Meant the most, yeah.
Because really, yeah, if you're talking about what I think what collabs meant the most to me is I got a track on Benjamin's F&I's album, and obviously growing up, Benjamin was a big inspiration to me, like listening, and the path he took was a very inspirational.
What's the name of the track?
The track is called I'm a Revolutionary.
Okay.
So yeah.
Is it out on the YouTube?
It's out on his album, yeah. It's out on his album. And I think, if I remember correctly, I was the only feature.
Okay.
So obviously that meant a lot to me as well, to whereby you're drawn for me to go on your album. Salute, that's love. You know what I mean? There's someone I've looked up to and has helped me on my path, has then reached back to me. So yeah, that's probably my biggest feature.
And then the one that did the best.
Good point. Feature that done the best. What is it? There's a lot of tracks I've done with lowkey, and I think it's probably Home Is Where the Heart Is. Done a lot of done a lot of numbers, as they say nowadays, but it touched a lot of people.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Home Is Where the Heart Is was a big track for me coming through.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, those are my two big features in my life.
Yeah, we're gonna try and give them something, you know, them, so you lots can
hit the links.
Hit the links and just keep up with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But cool. Let's just take it straight back now, because obviously, what did you say before? NORE.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the UK, innit? So this probably would never happen because the UK is such a small place and everyone's got some sort of problem with this person and that. It was even awkward for me to even put certain names together because it's like, but yeah, whatever. On one side, Ambush.
Okay.
On the other side, CBIZ.
I'll tell you straight up, yeah.
Off camera, I see a man go.
That's what I'm saying. But off camera, them man, they might know more about these men than I do. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't follow these man's careers.
Yeah.
Like in the slightest. So
that's gonna be a hard one. But
it's not even a hard one. It's kind of an impossible one.
Impossible, like
you understand?
Because you don't know enough songs.
Yeah. Well, if I was a preference on wise what I've heard, I'd say Ambush.
Ambush.
On a simple fact.
Jumpy. And all them kind of tunes, but
I don't know about
as a rapper as well.
Is that one of his tunes?
He's got bangers.
His energy.
His energy, yeah.
See these two guys. You know why I put them together? Because they're both gonna give you energy tracks. Yeah. So if we're in the concert, like watching it, like we might not be on some. Oh yeah, this man's super lyrical, but they are actually. Yeah. But people more listen to them because they bring a vibe, they bring an energy.
I feel like CBIZ Game Is Mine is his biggest tune, and that's the one that gave everyone a hype. Big tune, boom, turn up the dancers. And
but that she in verses certain times man can drop a tune and that just like kind of like people try and argue and say but that track killed.
But Ambush has got he's got a few bangers.
Do you have when Jumpy Estate and all that? He's got that tune.
Yeah. He's got a few bangers.
To tell you the truth, it's an unfair one for me still. Yeah. Cause I've heard a couple of CBIZ things, but I haven't really.
Yeah, he's got.
I think I heard the new thing he done with Coke. I think that was alright still.
That's a newer kind of wave and that.
Ambush is more on my radar still for other reasons. I know certain people that know him, so I've caught a couple things still. So it wasn't. Yeah. It's not really a good one. Let's do the next one.
Alright, cool. Let me go into the archives. Cool.
Off the dome, yeah?
Off the dome.
Or freestyle, what is it?
Yeah. It's a freestyle. That's why it's a freestyle. We're going to give them TIMBAR.
My brother.
Young's TEFLON.
My brother.
That's That's a good one as well. That's a good match.
But I'll tell you the truth. Tef.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Timber's got some deep tracks.
He's got some Home of the Murders and all them kind of tunes and
Timber's tough.
Timber's rawness. Yeah.
Timber's
Word.
tough.
He's got a
And
couple. He's got
I
certain
love
tunes.
Tef as well.
Cause
Don't get twisted. I think Tef's. Like, I worked with both of them as well. I worked even the last people that you said. I did most of the early stuff. But Teflon it's got crazy.
yeah, but
His
Something
word
about
plays.
I don't think he would play. I don't think he would play no new tunes. You know.
Timber's like a DMX-ish, if you get what I'm saying. You know the rawness. I'm not saying it's like DMX. He spits like DMX. You know that just he's got that raw. Raw poetry.
Yeah, 100%.
Something about his thing is like this raw poetry. It's very. I don't know. Like it's not just. I don't know.
Timber's hard, fam. Timber's
It's
hard.
hard,
Timber's
innit?
hard.
Yeah. He's
I got certain
hard.
unreleased things with Timber sitting down.
cold.
Hard. Don't get me wrong, but as for
Career-wise,
the wordplay and career wise,
Teflon wins it. But
Teflon wins it. Like I think Timber, for obvious reasons, I think he's a bit more caught up, and Teflon's kind of detached himself more. You understand?
Yeah. That's why he's doing music now. So I get that, but I'm just going off of like
no, but it's a good match. That's the thing.
Yeah,
them
that's a good match.
tracks.
It's a
That's
good
gonna
match.
get
It's
played.
a
Remember,
worthy
man's only got 10 tracks, you know, so you can't be doing tracks that the people that's listening to it don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, obviously, he's gonna.
But even if man don't know it though, imagine that. That's the best. That's the best. That's
then
the best
man's not
judgment.
gonna give you the reaction.
No, but that's the best judgment from a hip hop perspective. Man don't even know your track, so both of you stand up and spit. You understand? And if they both stood up and spit, I think
'cause
Tef would sway me secretly. You understand?
If-
I would
if-
still
if
listen
I
to
was in
Tim
the
and think,
room,
right,
I
you're
feel
getting
like-
hard, fam.
I feel like if he dropped the songs that I know, see, like I'd have to go and do more research. I would have to pick your 10 songs. How about that?
Yeah.
I would have to pick your 10 songs, yeah? And once I know that's the 10, because when we're listening to it, we're probably going to rap to that shit. We're going to rap to that shit. We're unbiased. But we're, at the end, we're going to say what... You know them ones? That one gave me goosebumps.
Right, who would you pick?
Oh, brother, I never think that far. I never think that far when I'm putting this question
No one
together.
asked him back, could
No,
it?
no. I never think that far because I'm always trying to put people together that you cannot dismiss one of these people.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
I
saying?
hear you
Because they're
still.
both giving you the same energy.
Yeah,
but if I'm honest,
Aight, it's coming. It's the first.
I don't know, man.
Aight.
I don't know. I don't even know, man. Because Timber's got some tracks, fam. That like, man, start rapping along with him, fam. It'd be hard for me to say you lost, but.
Do you know what? Even Khan's got a mixtape called OT. We did some visuals to it back in the day, like a little short film to it, and that album's got all of them on it. Like Timber, Blade, Teflon. Album's cold. It's like it's actually
cold. It's
proper
like
cold album. You know what I'm
Everyone
saying?
trying to like,
Khan's
everyone
production.
trying to kill everyone on the track. You know them ones.
and
Lyrically, you
the
know what I'm
whole-
saying,
actually
innit?
the
Like,
whole
I
Hill
want to be the
production on
best.
that. Hill production as well. They
Get the countdown, innit?
they made them lot
Can't
sound.
take the
I
countdown.
like them both when it was with Hill production because I don't know too much of it. The other stuff's alright, but there was a sound when they were with Hill production. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of like it's like British kind of street sound. You know, the ones there. I think that
I can't
the UK had it at one point, but I think kind of lost our sound. But we had a sound.
Yeah, definitely did. Yeah, no, we did. Definitely.
So what you're saying, Tef?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tef.
I have to say Tef, but I just
Alright, get me in on that one, mate.
You lots at home, man. Leave some comments. You know what I'm saying?
I'd
Because
still say Timber.
Who did you choose then?
Yeah, I know you're pointing
talking
fingers and
about,
that.
man?
Like, you're pointing all fingers around the room.
it's not about me, man.
And I think the only reason why we say Tef is because of the work rate. Because
Yeah,
if
you
I-
lots are thinking about that. You just saw his video come out 2 days ago.
yeah, and if it wasn't because of the work rate, I'd say Timber. I ain't gonna lie.
You got to think
But-
about the tunes, cause
Yeah,
that
I
man's
know,
gonna play.
but I know
Tef
I know
might
at
not
least
even
10.
play one of his new tunes because he knows that he's gonna have to draw for like what's that tune? No, he's not on that one. He's on Can't Sleep.
Tef.
He's got a tune back in the days with him and Blade, Can't Sleep. Like there's certain tunes like, cause if you didn't play that, you know, like when the Dips was doing it with the Locks, they missed tunes. The Diplomats missed out certain tunes.
Yeah.
That's like, fam, why are you playing that tune
Yeah,
for?
wouldn't have helped them though.
It might have, fam.
Might have,
if you
but
played
I
the
don't
right
think it
tune,
was.
fam.
If Cameron played some of the old school, like, come
No,
home
if he'd
with
have
me.
played some, if he'd
You
have
know,
played
like,
before
see,
Dipset,
come home with me.
But that's unfair.
Come home with me.
That's
Like,
that's
come
not
on,
Dipset.
bro.
Everyone does that, though.
You
No,
playing
that's not
Purple
Dipset.
City
Ah, yeah, it's
Bird
true, I
Gang
suppose,
shit,
yeah,
fam.
You know, everyone in their verses, they'll bring up their
Yeah, nah,
tune,
that's what you
and they
should have
bring
drilled
up
for.
their-
Bro,
Horse and carriage
listen,
and them things.
if-
Cause really,
see,
even how
Cameron
commercial it was,
could have made
it would
that
have
better,
slapped.
was
but it
slapped.
would have just been Cameron rapping. Okay,
Yeah.
Cameron doing that track. Sorry guys, you're just here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that track because if we do that track where we all are on, that track's shit. Like, don't get me wrong, like we liked it at the time and all that, but when you're balling, cuz that's okay. But when you heard it back getting played back against like big boy tracks from the Locks, like you just knew, like,
Because it's
fam,
that
you should
timeless thing
never
we're talking about.
shouldn't have
We've been
brand this
talking
one,
about.
mate.
Exactly.
It's the ones that sound timeless, and it's the
Exactly.
ones
Bro,
that don't
a
sound
man
timeless.
did a track here. I heard a man do a track here, and then Kiss said, "What the fuck is that?" Like he dismissed the track.
Yeah.
He dismissed it, bro. And I knew the track.
But what happened to J.R. Writer and them man there?
No, that would have
they're
made it worse.
beefing them,
Yeah, okay.
They was in the crowd.
J Hood, J.R. Writer.
They was in the crowd.
What's that?
J Hood, they're beefing them as well.
Rugerel. They was in the crowd watching. I've got another thing. I've got a thing. I had a sort of thing of them watching it in the thing. Like they just came. Then they were glad they didn't go on. They said it on an interview after. I watched battle rap, so they was talking to a battle rap guy, saw them and interviewed. Oh shit, you lot's in the crowd. They said, yeah man, like 40 Cow and all them guys. They were glad they didn't go on the stage for that arse whooping. You get me? And they might have got called to do a track. That's wasting tracks. We don't need you guys. Not like we don't need you. That's fuckeries. That sounds bad, innit?
Nah, you won't help us. You can't help us.
But you can't really help us, guys. But you can be here though, like on a squad thing, like, and we might do that one track. You know that one track where there's a 8. You know what I'm saying, innit? We just round up everyone. 8. Yeah, that track.
Yeah,
Not the track where you're
For
on it.
me,
and then,
I tell you the truth, I'm not even a Dipset fan like that. So for me, it was a bad matchup from the
bro,
get-go.
there was other tracks.
I'm a Cameron fan, but when he went to Dipset, he turned all weird and
He
started
could have just
doing
done
weird
"Come
stuff.
Home with Me." He
Yeah.
could have just done that album.
No, but yeah, it's the way he's
He
rapping.
could've just done that
and the
album.
Boosters boosted.
Yeah, he done all that
Computers
stuff. That
computed.
was weird. That's weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
That
him,
stuff.
girl. Like, shut up, man. What kind of stupidness is this, fam? You can't go against like.
Nah, you can't.
Oh, you know what I'm saying, cuz. Oh man.
I was hoping they didn't play certain tunes, Dipset. I thought, just try and dig for your ones that are
I
going to
had
stand
man
against
arguing
these,
with
man.
me
But
before
no.
earlier in the day saying, and I was just telling them, cuz if they play the right tunes, it might be like you can debate it, but it's gonna be the Locks. They was here before and they was making hardcore music, fam. You know them ones, like they were competing then with that the big boys that they still say is the big boys, and then when you lots came, allow it, fam. You know what I'm saying, cuz?
No, definitely, fam. No,
Yeah.
no chance.
Alright, so we kind of wrap that one up, yeah. You know what, cuz I feel like this has been like a sick conversation, but I want to end it on. I want to bring it before we leave. I want to end it on what's new, what's next.
What's new and what's next for me? Well, what's new? I got my own studio.
Ah, you see, because I was thinking, Hunt, like if he doesn't mention the studio, then it's like I've kind of like we're just gonna say it after. You know them ones, because I remember seeing it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
But then someone telling me after, man, that's Logic's team. Like I didn't know though. Like I think I was, like, I don't know. Like I've just seen it on the Instagram. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's
No, I
all
got
lit
my
up
own
and stuff,
studio
innit?
there. Yeah, it's lit up
It's all
still.
lit up and stuff, innit?
Kingship Studios.
Yeah.
Is set in sail. So that's my main focus at the moment. But yeah, working on new music myself. Couple albums in the making. We've started regenerating the People's Army, so we've released 2 albums. that are out.
Education, yeah.
Is this
That's my album, my latest thing. I Am
latest
King.
thing? When is this out? This is out now.
That's out now. I Am
Okay.
King.
We saw this.
Out everywhere. And yeah, man, I'm just moving, fam. It's one step ahead of the other, you know.
Yeah.
As it happens, it happens. But there's a lot of music coming out this year alone, so stay tuned and all them thing there, all them corny endings and all them thing there.
Yeah. All right. Well, cuz.
You know, it doesn't really, before you end, like, explain as well what People's Army is, because as much as I feel like you brush on it, People's Army does a lot of things,
There's a lot.
and I don't think you even let people know what it does. So is it coded? Is it some secret code, or can I ask you, like, can you let the people know what you, even a couple of the things that you've done for artists and what it does for artists and what you do, and you know what I mean? Like, give them an idea.
It kind of it's a very self-explanatory at the same time, where we work with the people, innit? Anything that the people kind of need, we'll jump on board with, right? So whether it be the situation in Palestine or the situation in Africa or the situation in Iraq, whatever the situation may be, if we think it's unjust, we'll get involved to whatever capacity we can. And
try and voice the message.
Yeah, on a ground level, we do a lot of things with the homeless. We do a lot of things wherever we can help out. There'll be someone within the People's Army that is involved in that kind of thing. You understand? So we're trying to just play our part in kind of helping humanity. That's the moral of People's Army, and fight against the agenda as much as we can. You know, and we can touch on the agenda real quick, 'cause I think that's important. We can wrap it up in about a minute, really.
Yeah, no, do your thing, man.
If we could research, if people research the Georgia Guidestones, if people don't know, go and research the Georgia Guidestones. These were some stones that were erected. I'm not exactly sure where they were erected, but they basically were put up by the people that control the world. Let's put it like that, yeah. And they have ways that they want humanity to be run. You understand? And there's lots. I think there's like 10 different stipulations on there. You can research them for yourself. I don't know what they all are, but the first one is the most important one, and that's where it says to keep the world population underneath 500 million.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is not a fictional conspiracy theory thing I'm talking. You understand? It's there. You can Google it. You can go and see it yourself if you got money to go and travel your overs. So with that being said, that's the people that control the world that have erected this stone. And then it filters down to whereby the people that control the world don't directly own record labels, you understand? But they control the people that own the record labels, you understand? So when it comes down to the music that's being released, the agenda gets passed on.
Yeah.
It
trickles down, innit?
It trickles down. And when you're talking about the pharmaceutical companies and what their agenda will be, it comes from the ones above again. You understand? So everything is part of the agenda of keeping our population at, well, not even keeping, should I say, because we're way over that number there. We've exceeded that number there. That's why they're going through drastic measures to get us back down. You understand? All these things we're going through now.
It's like a cull or something.
Yeah, it's a serious measure for them to reach their goals. You understand? It's not like the next thing is just send out the army and shoot people because there's too much people. There's not enough food. There's not enough resources. It's all gonna done soon. And and these times we got the Rothschilds keep making themselves live forever by putting pigs' hearts in their chest. You understand? So they want to keep all the stuff for themselves. It's not hidden. You know what I'm saying? You can't go past Antarctica. Why? You understand? There's a bag of resources there that they don't want no one to touch. No one
owns it, innit?
Everyone's owned by something. No one owns nothing really.
They say no one owns it, but there's like a no trespass.
There's no trespass.
Different realms, inner earth, and
can't go past here.
Brother, there's a lot of stuff there that will make humanity survive for longer than it's gonna survive. Yeah.
You can watch things like Admiral Byrd talks about
You can talk about Admiral Byrd. He flew there. Yeah, it's a factual thing. That's not. This isn't conspiracy theories.
Did he fly there or he sailed there?
He flew there still.
Okay.
And he's got footage of the green land. Yeah, and you can see the footage as well. There's green land. Past the ice, there's green. So what comes with green? Fruit. What comes with fruit? Animals.
Shit, like, they make
survive, like livestock. You understand?
Showing us like
they make films showing us these
things.
Like,
like like you know them ones like where did you get the idea from? Because you're doing it. You know them ones like you just got us in here in this little dome, this little bubble, and all the shits is on the outside and all that.
Yep. But that's where I'll kind of end my speech on Raw. Why the music's going a certain way and why certain things are being promoted so much. All my friends are dead. All my friends are dead. What do you mean all your friends are dead? Man shouldn't have even let that go out. You made a song called All Your Friends Are Dead. Go to a psychiatrist, my G. Go and talk to someone about your problem. Don't make a track and put your energies out in the world to demonize
I got
other
murder
youths.
on my mind.
I got murder on my mind. And all these type of things.
Talking about killing people and then just like went and killed his friends.
And these tunes, see these tunes that hit the masses, it's a lot of money that goes into them to make them get to us, you know. Do you understand? It's a lot of money. A lot of people sit around a table and say, let's do this one.
This one.
This one's the one.
You
You understand? And why is this one the one?
It's mass
Because it's the most
mass destruction.
Yes,
fam.
it's got the most
This is
destroying
gonna cause,
elements.
like,
Yeah.
some crazy.
Even if you're doing certain things, you realise they'll promote you more when you're promoting stupidness. But when you clock you're
course.
promoting stupidness and start not promoting stupidness, you watch the decline.
Come on.
Yeah, like what you're not listening. You know, like do you know what I'm saying? Keep
Yeah.
up with the fuckeries.
Fuckers, please. Do you know what I mean?
I have these conversations all the time, but it's just off camera. You know what I'm saying, innit? Like when you start talking about this stuff, to
It's
other
true, more
people,
time,
they-
that's what I
they
do,
think,
of course.
they've even got designs for that to make you look like you're mad. You know what I'm saying? Because only you're gonna be saying these things.
There's a lot of other stuff I think I won't even say it, but you see the things I've said today, they're factual.
Yeah.
No one can debate me these things. You can't debate what I've just said.
It's a mass awakening, you know.
Definitely,
Right
definitely.
now more than before. I
That's
feel
also
it.
why they want to keep the population below a certain amount.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're scared. It's frightening. It's scary for them right now.
Scary, bro.
It's
They
scary
can't
for them.
even do half the things that they wanted to do. They've already lost their power.
Yeah,
But that's another
100%.
story. That's another podcast.
Yeah, it's deep, innit? Get too deep, you get me?
That's
Get-
the rabbit hole there.
Yeah, get flagged on that one. You
Man.
know what I
Golden era hip hop.
golden era. Let's keep it here in this realm.
Yeah, for real.
Because listen, yeah,
man.
it was sick having you here today. I'm not gonna lie,
Bless
because
you.
it's all about having credible names and credible people from that time, like I said, and hopefully in the third series, the picture is gonna be on the
Yeah, man.
on the mantelpiece. You know them.
Hope so,
to show
hope
the
so.
people how far we've come. You get me? But like I say every time, it's your boy HUN Tizzy, and this is the Golden Era UK Rap Podcast. Yeah, with
LOGIC, Logical People's Army, PDC Foundation. You don't know. Salute for having me, my brother.
BAP. Big up everyone.
I make the younger beat the star, no burning K. You get rolled on, and they ain't spraying links. I'm trying to make a drink, and I don't mean lemonade. I'm talking about the payment for the phone call that I just made for the bitter slate movement. You know everyone's got a motive, fam. All after the prize. Reality check, one thing to remember. Actually, everybody's got an agenda. Some won't believe in your passion, some want you to pattern. Some won't be happy if it happens. Reality check, one thing to remember. Actually, everybody's got an agenda. Some won't believe in your passion, some want you to pattern. Some won't be happy if it happens.